Truth is, I'm tired.
What up, y'all?
What's good in Woody?
Welcome to Season 3 of Tired Tuesdays.
Of Tired Tuesdays.
My name is A Natural.
And my name is Lenny Harold. And we tired.
Today we are actually tired.
Right. Today has been a very long day already.
It's been a long month.
It's been a long week. And the week is only Tuesday.
It's been a long month, I think, because we've been doing a lot.
Oh, God.
We were supposed to have just taken a break for the last few months for the summer.
Yeah, that didn't really happen.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, and we're both doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So, but thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys' summer went well.
Word.
I hope that, it was relaxing as much as it could be with everything that's going on in the world. I hope that it was positive. I hope it was fun. We never made it to the beach.
Not at all. Because the days that we wanted to go to the beach, it either rained or it was too cold.
Or it was working. Or we had to work.
We had to work.
So, yeah, we had a summer full of work.
Yeah.
Which is why we're tired.
And I'm really actually pissed off that we never got to the beach.
Yeah, the beach would have been dope.
Like, we planned like 4 times, and each time it rained.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't hot enough.
We also didn't want to get the Rona. So,
this is also true.
Because some of y'all was out there wilding.
And rolling in the sand, passing it to people.
Mm-hmm. And we didn't want that. We didn't want that at all.
Not at all.
Let's see what the children are saying. Okay, hey, what's up? Yes, oh, my brother's looking good. You know what? We do look kind of good, don't we?
Who said that?
That was Jay Saint. Amen.
Hey, Jay, what's going on, Saint?
Amen. Bless God. What's up, everybody? What's up? Corey's in the house. Watutu's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Authentic's in the house.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, family.
Long time no see.
Long time. When did we end? We ended in June, right?
We ended in June.
Yeah.
We came back for a quick second because we felt like we had a lot to say.
Oh, yes.
And
if you haven't seen that, go pull
please.
that up on the page.
It's on YouTube. Please go watch that on YouTube. We did a short conversation. Well, it wasn't short. It was about an hour long.
Right.
Conversation with our friend Corey. Just talking about some issues between black men and black women and trying to get some clarity and some different perspectives on that topic.
And to start the conversation.
Yeah.
Because it's a conversation that our community truly needs.
Exactly.
So
that's up on our YouTube page. If you have not found out by now, we are now also on YouTube.
Word.
Not just Instagram. Word. So if you miss us tonight, you can go on to the YouTuber.
Go on to the YouTuber.
And you can watch us there. And we are also getting some things together so that we can also be in pure audio format.
Yes.
We will let you guys know where it's going to be exclusively very soon. So stay tuned to that.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of good stuff planned for season 3. We are going to try to get some special guests in here for you guys. Word. We're not going to say who.
Nope.
Partly because they haven't been called yet and they don't know. So there will be some special guests. We just don't know when it's going to be.
Right.
Y'all probably find out when we do.
So stay tuned.
Amen. And then just I guess so we can recap on some other things. Last week, bless God, this dude right here just released a brand.
I was like, what happened last week?
That's how tired we are. This guy right here just released his long-awaited music video for Heat from his album Cosmic. If you guys have not seen it, then y'all are definitely missing out on an amazing visual. Heat is one of my favorite songs from the project, and I'm in the video. You just can't see me. I'm there.
Right.
I'm definitely there.
There's mad featured folks in the video.
There's this one scene where I think if you squint real hard, I'm in the very, very back, and it's blurry, but I was there.
Yeah. What you did. Yes. So that was super exciting to finally release that video.
Yes.
It was shot last year.
Yes.
Believe it or not, and it just took a lot for it to actually meet you guys. Mm-hmm. So now that it has, and the love has been crazy, I can't thank people enough for just loving the video, and it definitely breathed new life into Cosmic, and everybody really is starting to play Cosmic again, which is dope, and I love y'all. Thank y'all. Amen. I appreciate all of this love.
That was it.
So
that's how the song goes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What are y'all sipping on without me? That's what Rain wants to know. I am not sipping on anything alcoholic.
What's up,
today.
Rain? I love Rain.
She's one of our favorite people.
I haven't officially met her, but I'm in love with Rain.
Listen, y'all would be the best of friends.
See, and that's why we need to meet.
And she's a Virgo, so.
Okay,
how that works.
Yeah,
we're the best people.
Yeah.
What up, Tyree? Let's see who else is in here. Queen Soldier's in here.
Oh, Tyree. I was like,
Your cousin.
Yeah,
I always say Tyree because for some reason I don't want to call him Lamar Tyree. I don't know why.
Right.
I know that's his name, but Tyree just is easier for me to say. Lamar Tyree, what's going on, sir?
Yeah, and then this guy released 2 new singles and got incredible.
I was like, you got Tourette's?
Yeah, I did. Has an incredible project coming out this Friday. So if you have not pre-saved or pre-ordered, y'all need to get in.
Please
because No Pressure and Underwater is just a taste.
Just a taste. And if you pre-ordered it already, then you will have heard the song that we co-wrote together called An Essay on Consent, which is not what you think it is.
And when you hear it all together with the rest of the project and how it... Y'all just in for a real good treat.
Like, when you listen to it, I know people, sometimes they just skim through the songs or whatever. I need y'all to just sit with this one from start to finish.
This man right here put a lot of work.
Like, this is when you got to sit and just let it play.
Yeah.
And you might even want to pull up genius.com and look up the lyrics.
This is something that you need a glass of wine to. You need to sit on the couch. You need to make sure your kids asleep. And
it's not for the
right,
kids.
and you need to have either your laptop on the side of you or your tablet while you jamming, listening, and reading the lyrics because it's
This is an album.
Yeah,
it's an album.
It's an album.
It's definitely an album.
It's definitely an album.
What else is going on? I feel like there's something else going on. Oh, so for my Jersey heads, I'm going to be hosting an open mic.
Oh. See, why am I acting like I don't know what you're about to say?
Because we're tired. Because we tired. I just received word that it's starting up on the 5th at the House in Linden.
Yeah.
Vibes in the House is going to be starting back up. It's an open mic that I've been to a few times. Really, really dope vibe. And I'm going to be hosting on the 12th. So that is starting on this coming Monday on the 5th. They have a different host by the name of Destiny. And then I'm going to be hosting on the 12th, and I think we're going to be alternating weeks.
There you go.
You definitely want to come and show up to that.
So if you're in the Jersey area, come on out.
Yes, it's been a minute since we've been to a
and wear your mask.
Masks are required.
Wear your mask. Yes. Don't play that.
It's been a minute, but I'm happy to be back around music. Like, it's cool to do your own stuff, but it's nothing about being back on a live stage with a live band and everything.
Agreed.
So,
I definitely miss the stage. We were just talking about that, and yes. I definitely missed the stage too.
Hey, everybody's ready for Kwame. And they put it with the accent. Amen.
Oh,
yes, that's what I'm
come on, ready to Kwame. Do the Kwame.
There's not a dance.
I'm sorry, but there should be.
Not on this album.
You don't want a good jiggle?
Do the.
I'm just saying. Okay.
So over the last few months, we have been through a lot. My God, for us to have been in the house, there's still a lot that's going on that we have all had to deal with, whether it be from the pandemic stuff that's going on to the racial issues going on. Like, we've both been out to protest. We've been doing these Zoom meetings and conferences to talk about these different things.
Right.
There's been a shift in how we've approached our music and how we're releasing it.
Definitely.
There's been a shift in how we are even approaching this platform.
Yeah.
Using our social media for good. And it's just been a lot going on. Like, I didn't realize...
A lot.
Like, the summer just came and went. And I think because so much is going on, like, it sped right by.
I keep saying that fall showed up and didn't text first. And I don't appreciate it because the summer whizzed by.
Yeah. But fall is my favorite season.
I mean, it's sweater and hoodie season.
It's layering season. It's good colors.
Layer?
Fashionable. Color blocking.
Next. So
I ain't got nowhere to go, but I'm gonna wear it.
Right. Right.
But Also, and just before we get into like the nitty gritty stuff, I'm just gonna say it. Please go out and vote. And while voting seems like it's really kind of unnecessary at this point, I would say do it. Because if you don't do it, it's basically like giving your voice to someone and telling them to put it in a box that you wouldn't want it to be put in. So I'm making the decision to vote, and I encourage all of you to vote as well. I think it is our civic duty as Americans to do so, even though we don't want to vote for whoever's running. But there are other people that are running on those ballots as well that are not just the president. These are people that are running for Congress, the Senate.
That we should also research.
Exactly. Research those people and their platforms. There's also questions that apply to where you might live that are on the ballots as well.
Yeah.
Like there's one specific question for New Jersey regarding legalizing marijuana.
Right.
Which I'm all for. And I'm going to vote yes.
Right.
I may not smoke it, but I would like it to be legal.
Okay.
So, we're going to go ahead and vote for that. I know you're having some issues with voting.
I am.
And they're very understandable, and it definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So.
Because right now, I'll be honest, because we tired on Tuesday, I don't really want. I don't want to vote because I don't see the point, and I'm praying on this because one of our mutual friends, the Ism, said something very pertinent a few weeks ago. And, I don't want to shit on my ancestors either that fought for that privilege. But right now, I don't see the point. And I'm praying about it. I'm really praying about it because I don't really know how I want my voice to be heard. And where it comes to that.
You know what I would say?
Some other things I have clarity. But when it comes to that, I'm all over the place.
I won't say that you should just vote just because you should vote. I will say, if you're going to vote, make sure that you are as well informed as you can possibly be.
Yeah.
And that you have a peace of mind before you walk into the booth or before you send your ballot in.
Yeah.
Like, I got my mail-in ballot.
Gotcha.
And it's sitting on my desk.
I still didn't get mine. I need to see what's going on.
It's going to stay there until I have fully done my research and fully vetted out each person.
I know that's right.
And I really pray about it and have a peace in my heart about who I'm voting for.
Right. Right.
Because I don't want to vote just haphazardly.
Right.
And I also want to make sure that I feel that my vote matters.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
It won't matter unless I've done the research.
Amen.
So.
Amen.
What else is going on? COVID is still a thing. And
it's so nerve-wracking.
It's sort of coming back. They said like New York and New Jersey are starting to see peaks. Like their daily percentage rate has been rising over the last few days.
That was going to be expected. We're getting closer to. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I'm not even going to go there because this is not the platform for that. But it's just to be expected. I'm just ready for all of it to be over, and I'm ready for things to just kind of get back into a groove. Again, this has been very enlightening on many levels, but I have seen my light, and I'm ready to go outside.
Yes. I will say, shout out to anyone who has had to deal with it personally.
True.
Shout out to anyone who's lost anyone. Shout out to anyone who is currently dealing with it. I know one of my very close friends just got diagnosed last week, and I'm praying for him to pull through because it really, really sucks. Him and his dad. So it's really not cool.
And anyone battling depression during this time, because this is definitely a difficult time to be dealing with things on your own, and to be secluded. And some areas are more on house. I was about to say the other thing. Are more being quarantined than other areas, and so it's
say it, house arrest.
Listen,
it's house arrest.
I apologize if that offends anybody, but
it's fine.
Yeah, we probably need to put some links up for those people.
Well, you know what's interesting is I have in conjunction with the release of my album, because of the subject nature, the subject matter, I am being very careful about everything that I present and how it's presented.
Right.
And so even on the album credits and certain things. I'm including hotlines to
information,
get information, to NAMI, to the Suicide Prevention Hotline,
right,
to different organizations that help with mental health. Because while our physical health is being threatened by this virus, our mental health has been through the ringer this year.
Yeah.
And I know several people online who have hospitalized themselves because of mental health issues, and where they thought they just really were ready to check out. And nothing is worth that.
Right.
And I just want everybody to understand, nothing is worth checking yourself out of here. You can always get better. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And shout out to just our community, the Black community right now, struggling with just the results of Breonna Taylor.
My God.
And so much that's going on in our own community. And we feel like, things are not going to turn around. This is definitely a moment and a time to celebrate us and not celebrate the struggles. Focus and educate yourselves on it, but also see what you can do within your own communities to make something better. This is a point where we don't need to focus on just the killings and everything like that. We just need to celebrate us as a people. I feel like that's part of our resilience, and once we start to celebrate each other, we get a clarity on how to move next.
Yes.
And I think that that's really, 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 truly needed. And that's what I'll say about that right now.
It's interesting because you say that we need to celebrate. Being stuck in the house has kind of prevented us from doing that.
This is true.
It almost seems calculated. That's all I'm going to say.
We won't go there either.
We won't go there right now. But actually, let's go there. So one of the things that, since we've been stuck in the house, is we've all been watching a lot of TV.
Too much TV.
Too much TV, too much movies, too much everything.
And shout out to HBO for gathering up all the Emmys, because if there's one streaming platform that you need and that you could live off of, is freaking HBO Max.
This is not an ad.
This is not an ad. They have not paid us, although they should.
They could. We are open to it.
Right. But HBO has been bringing the content.
And I feel like they have put out some of their dopest stuff during this time. Like between, for me it started with the last season of Insecure.
Yes.
Because it went from that into the Mark Ruffalo show, because he won an Emmy for playing that, him and his twin brother. Like he played played himself and his twin brother. That show was amazing. Oh my God, what else was out? Outsider.
Yes.
Oh my God. Succession.
Oh my God. Outsider was amazing.
What else? Lovecraft Country.
My God. Raised by Wolves. Euphoria.
And of course, I May Destroy You.
Yeah.
Which, you guys, is a lot of the inspiration behind the Kwame album, which I will talk about later. But HBO has been killing it.
And I mean, their writers and just the stuff that they sign on is just incredible. And it's actually rather inspiring.
Yeah.
How they're taking their content and they're adding to their platform particular forms of content. Like,
they are like celebrating blackness in a way that nobody else is. And they weren't just doing it because, once George Floyd got killed,
right,
and all these different companies wanted to come out and say, oh, we support black people, here's a free donut for Tuesdays, or
right,
here's, free delivery if you got a black owned restaurant. Like, they didn't do dumb stuff like that.
Right.
HBO has been celebrating black people since Watchmen.
Yeah.
And or really since Insecure. They've really been doing it all this time. But they just have won me over as far as the streaming services go. Like, I know that Black is King came out on Disney. It probably should have came out on HBO.
It really should have.
So it's just, we've been highlighted in a way that we haven't before, and it makes me feel really, really good.
Yeah.
What I wish was happening was that on the opposite side of that, our music was just as good as the movies and TV that's coming out.
That would be next level.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's going to be a time, and I feel like that's going to be a lot of the focus for next year. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's steps that are being made, especially with a lot of people leaving labels, a lot of major acts leaving labels, a lot of old acts starting their own labels,
Mm-hmm.
and beginning to look for new artists, and to nurture them the way that they used to do in the 90s when artist development was a thing. Because I think that that's something that we truly need to get back to in order to elevate ourselves in music again.
Mm-hmm.
And these execs are taking notice. There are a lot of anonymous letters being
yes.
written
through
Billboard, and that people are tired and they're fed up. And I believe that it's causing a shift, and it's causing people to look at themselves in the mirror. And the more that we get to look at ourselves in the mirror and know that we don't have to abide by the formula that was given, we can create our own formula. Because like I always say, 2 + 2 is 4, but also 3 + 1. Okay? You can get to the same result.
You know what's crazy? I had to think about it for a second. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I never said I was good at math. I know how to sing. And I know how to write.
But there's always another way.
There's always another way. And you know what? It's funny because tomorrow, September 30th, is when the first round voting starts for the Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
And I am still on the Grammy board to vote. And it's going to be very interesting because this year, or this past year, 2019 into 2020, to me, was kind of a trash year for music. I didn't see that many releases come out where I was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing since sliced bread. There's maybe a couple, like a handful that I was like, this is some really good stuff. And the way that this Grammys is going to go.
Music in general or R&B genre?
Music in general.
Okay.
Because first off, it was so obvious at the fact that a lot of artists didn't know what to do this year because of COVID. And the fact that everybody ran out on my birthday and put out an album so they could make the cutoff for the Grammys. Yeah. And you could tell that a lot of the stuff was rushed. Yeah. And that it wasn't like I even listened through a lot of the music and I'm like, yo, this is mixed bad. Why would y'all release this? It's not even mixed properly. These notes is wrong. Some of the stuff is cool, but it's like y'all rushed this out just to get on the Grammy ballot. Does that mean that you're going to take your wins or your acknowledgments and really make some real changes going forward? Are you going to get back to the musicality? Are you going to get back to the substance? What are we going to do since you rushed this music out? Nobody could tour this year. Yeah, nobody was doing the same things. But a lot of y'all weren't prepared. Yeah. If your music can stand on its own, you don't have to worry about not touring. Yeah. You don't have to worry about not being on every single interview. And, you got to have some confidence in yourself and in your music, but that comes from skill, that comes from singing the right notes and getting a vocal producer. Bless God. Right. It's not shade, it's just shedding light. But then there were some standouts. I think Jacob Collier's album was amazing. Yeah. I think after sitting with Brandy's album, I do believe that it is her best work for her as an artist, not just a singer. She's always going to be a dope singer, but I think for her validating herself as an artist, this is her best work. Same. And I hope that she gets acknowledged for it because it's been a very long time. Yeah. And I think she deserves a Grammy.
And for somebody who has shaped the music industry with her sound, seriously, she needs an award for this. Yeah. And she needs to be celebrated more.
Yeah, she deserves an award for this album. Yeah. Even if it's just for one song, she deserves it. Okay. What else came out this year that was really, really dope?
I'm trying to think, and I can't think of anyone at the moment. Chloe and Haley.
I liked their first album better, but this was a dope album.
I really enjoyed this project. I thought that this project was dope. I love the elevation of them. Those girls.
If they could get a Grammy for
insane
best rollout performances during COVID, they should win everything.
They really should, because if there was anybody to learn from during COVID on how to roll out your project and stay in people's minds, it's been them girls in a tennis court. Because seriously, they have been pushing. Yeah.
But there really hasn't been a lot of people. Okay.
I would say I did it was good. Dua Lipa's album.
Yes, Dua Lipa. She pretty much owned the pop category this year.
I didn't listen to Gaga's yet.
I did listen to Gaga's, and while it was good, Dua's was better to me.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really listened to too many people lately. There's been like some standout songs, but like I haven't really dived into like anybody's like full project lately and actually stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
The last project was Chloe and Haley. I really enjoyed that one. That one was the last one I really like. I'm trying to think. Was there anybody? Oh, Brandy's album. I did dive into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Braxton's album. I did dive into that one too.
I tried.
I like that one.
It was cool.
I do feel like there was elements of it that were a little rushed, but it was a good album. It was a different perspective for her that I appreciated.
She's probably gonna see this, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for it, and I may get blackballed in the industry.
Then don't say what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Don't do it.
I have to.
If you know the outcome,
can I please say it? Because it needs to be said.
Oh Lord.
I just want Alicia Keys to sing the right notes. That's all I want. That's all I want. Her album to me would have been amazing start to finish had she sang the right notes. And you know me, like I know that I'm super anal about people singing the right notes, and you're more of a feeling person. Mm-hmm. But when you can marry the both of them, like that to me is true artistry. It doesn't always have to be about feeling. Sometimes the notes can be right.
I'm sorry. You were sincerely on your soapbox just now.
I'm sorry. I don't...
Like, you could hear the quiver in your voice and everything. It was so passionate. I'm sorry.
Here's my thing. She released... Wait, no. Here's the thing. She released 7 singles before she put this album out.
Wow,
That's
it really
half the
7?
damn album. Yes, 7. And it was like she was looking for some sort of way to just break this album. And I'm like, it would have been perfect if you would have just sang the right notes over.
I dig Alicia Keys. I do. There are elements about her artistry that I think there just needs to be some time being taken into.
You are a classically trained piano player. Why are your notes wrong?
Okay. Tiana Taylor's album this year was great.
Yes, Tiana Taylor's album came out. We love you, Alicia. We love everybody.
We love everybody.
We love
everybody. We do.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I know it. But the thing about it is that she gotta know. She heard it back. I'm sorry.
And she approved it.
Ooh, and I didn't say this one. They said Alicia's album isn't memorable, to be honest. And it's not.
See, I haven't listened to it. Now I really want to listen to it. Who else? There's somebody else coming out this Friday. Besides yourself.
Mario's dropping a single. Somebody else is dropping a single. I can't remember who. There's so many people that's coming out. I mean, I try to have my dates to myself, which is not going to happen. Everybody's coming out.
Yeah, not in this world.
Not in this world. Yeah, I don't know. You know what it is? It's like I haven't really been tracking music because every Friday it's like 12 to 24 albums that are coming out at the same time.
And 75 singles.
And you really can't keep track of everything. And this year, the music that's been celebrated has not been music that I would probably listen to the most. Mm-hmm. Like, this year was all about WAP, Cardi and Meg.
Yeah.
It was really all about Meg because of that, and Savage else. And all that kind of stuff. So, not that I don't like that music, it's just not the music that I would normally just play.
Gotcha.
So I haven't really been paying attention. Moses Suddenly came out.
Oh yes, Moses' album was amazing. That was beautiful work. Yes. If you guys have not checked that out, that was really, really, really beautiful work.
Jasmine Sullivan dropped a single, thank God, hallelujah.
Yeah, and I love it.
Who else?
I miss Jasmine. You know, it's so funny because when she comes back out, you don't realize how much you miss her until she's back. Yeah. And then you go, damn, like, I really miss Jasmine's voice and her subject matter and how she can give you an emotional felt track and it will have all of the right notes and all the good stuff that singers and even non-singers enjoy. She finds that happy medium between all of it, and she just gives you enough.
You know, it's interesting. Like,
it's amazing. She's really dope as a songwriter.
She dropped this single, and then everybody went back to Insecure.
Right, which was odd.
Which was very odd.
Yeah.
And then she even came back out and was like, "Okay, y'all want to know how to do this riff?"
Right, when she taught everybody how to do it. I thought that was cool.
I thought that was cool, but it was interesting because the riff is not that hard to do.
It's not, but
it's the inflection.
No, it's not just that. It's her vibrato. Her vibrato makes it seem like she's doing a whole lot more than what she's doing.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all in the studio.
Right, exactly.
It's not a lot of notes.
Right.
It's just the vibrato and the execution of it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was dope that she came out and explained it, and then you saw even more people come out to do it.
Right. And what was also good that I really truly appreciated when Jasmine did that was that when she said, "Now, to do all of this does not make you a singer." Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people, she was like, there's a beauty in sustaining a note. Yes. And belting and all these other type of things. She was like, this is just another element to singing. And I appreciated her for saying that because a lot of people don't believe that.
Yeah. You don't have to riff and run to be a singer.
You don't have to do all of that. You know what I mean? If there's a such thing as tone, there's a such thing as you know, sustaining notes, there's control, there's so many other elements to singing.
Dynamics,
and, yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
You don't have to worry about doing all of that if that's
But we would know this if people actually went to learn how to sing before they put out an album. Who we talking about? We were talking about Jasmine Sullivan. Listen, there's singing to me is almost like it's a lost art now because I was going to come on here and say something mean the way that they say it to me on Twitter. We back this season 3. I'm going hard. So
I see.
A lot of y'all didn't sing in choirs in high school growing up, and it shows.
Yikes.
A lot of y'all don't have no ear for harmony. A lot of y'all don't have no ear for control, for melody. A lot of y'all don't have the proper training, and you're successful, which is great. But imagine how much more successful you might be if you really knew what you were doing.
If you just took a little bit more time. Sometimes that's what it is. And sometimes just on a creative level, sometimes you'll know when a song is done, and sometimes, you know, simplicity is where it's at. You know what I mean? It can be more.
But even in simplicity, again, it's not about riffing and running.
Yeah, but
you have to know how to control a simple song.
This is also very true. I know for us as a culture, I just want us to be a little bit more brave and bold with being a little bit more innovative and challenging ourselves to set even greater trends. Because all we all are doing is just recycling the same sound, the same methods, and the same tactics. And it's I know we control the industry. We really do.
I was going to say, when the world is looking at us,
right,
we have to be able to be like, all right. And I'm not saying this that we should strive to be the best in a white light.
Right.
But in any light, we should strive to be the best.
Right.
So when the world is looking at us because we do direct the culture, why not be the best at what we do?
Because we seriously direct the whole music world.
Yeah.
Besides country and like heavy metal. Like everything else.
No, we do that too.
Like
they just don't want to give us credit for it.
Like we direct everybody's trends. Like, you know, pop music is technically R&B. You know what I mean? Or trap soul, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, but they won't give us our credit for that. So it's time to innovate. It's time to do something else. But that's a whole other subject that we could get into that we could spend hours on. But
we still have a whole season to go.
Right. Right.
So what else do I want to talk about? So in all of this binge watching and all that kind of stuff, and mind you, I don't know how I found the time to watch all this stuff.
He's watched a lot of stuff, and I don't understand how he's watched it all. I'm still trying to catch up to some of the stuff that he's listed, because I've lost time in a day.
Yeah. I don't know how, because I still have a day job. But then
Same.
I'm also, I don't want to get fired, but I do watch some of my shows and movies and stuff while I'm working. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm really good at my job, so I'm okay.
I can't multitask like that. That's just not a gift of if I know if I'm watching something, I will get engulfed, and that work will not get done.
Because I just binge watched Servant on.
See, how did you do this?
What is that on Apple TV?
How did you do this?
While I was working.
See, I can't. I don't know how you do it. It's a gift. It's really a gift because there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
I would have been fired.
But there's one thing that I know that we both watched that I would say it changed our lives in the ways of how we think about life and how it relates to social media and how we're addressing our platform, and that would be The Social Dilemma.
Yes. And if you guys have not seen that on Netflix, please do yourself a favor.
Please do.
And watch The Social Dilemma. It is very informative.
To the point where it's almost scary.
It's frightening.
It's a documentary, so it's a lot of talking.
/ horror movie.
It really, because it does have some dramatized sections of the film, but it really is kind of scary because it talks about how essentially an algorithm has been controlling our lives since 2002?
Mm-hmm. Since the birth of...
Facebook?
Yeah, since the birth of Facebook and its evolution.
And basically, by us using social media and allowing the algorithm to tell the companies what we like, what we think, what we hate, and what we do on a daily basis, they have been controlling what we see. And what we see then controls how we react and what we think about ourselves and the world around us. And to know that all of that is being controlled by an algorithm scares the shit out of me.
But it happened all by default.
Yeah.
This was something that was supposed to help, the search engines and try to, curate what you want to see. But when it comes into the topic of what's going on in society and, certain news reports, there's, it really explained that Nat could have a whole different algorithm and a whole different chain of news reports than what would be on mine because of all of the stuff that I liked. And so in my mind, because this is our television, this is our outlet, this is our window to the world, we're looking at that like this is what's going out in society, when it's not. It's just the news. It's just the news
that they've made you see.
Right. And so this is where the birth of conflict has happened, and this is where wars and all kinds of other stuff have began to birth from. You guys have to see The Social Dilemma on Netflix. It's
one of the most eye-opening things.
It really is.
It will make you rethink how you use social media.
It definitely
It'll
will.
make you rethink even being on it.
Yeah.
I know what sucks for us as artists is that it's the best tool for us to use to promote our music, but it's also the worst tool when it comes to our confidence.
Right.
Because based on the algorithm and what you guys might see who aren't artists, we're thinking nobody's looking at us, nobody's watching us, nobody's seeing us or supporting us. And that's not because you don't, it's because you're just not being shown that. Mm-hmm. We could be, advertising and promoting ourselves to a blue in the face, but if you're not seeing it on your timeline, you'll never know that it's out there unless you come and find us. So it makes our job a lot harder to promote ourselves. But then it's like, oh my God, I guess nobody really does like my music. And, I'm not getting any hits or I'm getting any followers or, whatever. And it might change my whole aspect of my music and what I think about myself as an artist. It could just from that one algorithm, and it's not even just that. Now they're doing this thing, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's no music in today's episode. Because we're afraid. So Facebook has announced that on October 1st, they will be cutting off any lives that include music.
Or that is a music experience. Their terms of service did not exactly describe what a music experience is. Yeah. But they said that their platforms are not meant to be for music experiences. They're made to be for connecting people with each other. With friends and family.
So for all of us who are artists that use these platforms like Facebook and Instagram to share our music with everyone.
Things are different now.
Yeah, we can't do it anymore.
And we really won't really truly know how different until after October 1st. Because things are drastically changing. Yeah. And it's just another way of killing it. I think the cause of this is that Facebook was probably getting tired of probably trying to deal with publishing and, copyrights and all kinds of other stuff. It just became a headache for them. So they just decided that they're just going to cut it all together.
And what's so funny to me is that they will work so fast to do that, but it took them how long to start preventing false advertisements for political ads.
Right.
And canceling bot, accounts to promote, Republican or Democrat agendas or
just
false
hate
narratives,
in general.
hate speech, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They will take so long to shut that down, but they'll shut us down immediately because we're playing our music.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was also
crazy out here.
It was also listed that, because it was a form of people also making money that they couldn't make money off of, too as well. And so, everything is a business transaction, and that's where we're moving. And it has a lot to. Social media literally runs the world. Actually, it's not even social media. Data runs the world, and that data is toxic, and that data is manipulating everyone.
And we can do something about it. That's why I said, you definitely want to watch this movie, but you also want to rethink how you put yourself out there.
Yeah, because I've changed.
Putting yourself out into the world.
I've changed even how I even work my social. So like even my phone, I have deadlines now. Like my phone will go to gray when it's time to shut down. Like all the colors will go off. When I'm working, I put my phone on work mode, so it only highlights certain things that I and certain people that can actually call me at that time. All kinds of different things, and I limit myself on social media.
Watch the end of the movie because they even give you tips on how
to do it. And the biggest thing was all of these social media developers said that they don't even allow their children to be on social media. So that's how much the influence and the power that it has on just the psyche itself. There's a scene in there where, this little girl was looking for validation so hard that she was doing all kinds of crazy things in order just to get likes. And that was her definition of self-esteem. She didn't know what it was for herself. And it made me feel bad for the younger generation that's literally growing up with this technology, and why mental health has been such a major topic for the past 2-3 years.
Can we go into that a little bit too?
Yeah, right. Please, because it's really crazy.
I'm gonna get canceled for this one too, so I'm starting early. I will not be creating an OnlyFans page. Y'all don't want to see this. And I encourage everyone else out there to not create an OnlyFans page. The world is not ending. Jesus has not said he's coming back yet, and there are still other ways to make money and survive in America and in the world. You should not have to minimize your self-worth and enhance your need for attention to the point where you are ready to sell yourself and sell your sex online because you're not getting it from somewhere else. That is not to say there's anything wrong with sex work. If that is what you choose to do, then that is what you do. But for the people that I have seen personally who feel like they have not been paid attention to enough when it comes to their music or other endeavors, and have decided to say, okay, I'm just going to create an OnlyFans page and pay my rent this month. I mean, it's cool to a certain extent, but the way that it's going about, it just seems like it's just try a little harder, because a lot of y'all are really, really young, and you haven't even been doing this music thing that long to be mad that nobody's paying attention. You have this algorithm that is making you believe that no one cares, and it's not that no one cares; they're just not seeing you. And maybe you just have to put a little bit more work and a little bit more time and effort into putting yourself out there musically, so you don't have to worry about getting on OnlyFans. And there's nothing wrong with a day job. If you got to pay bills, then get a job to pay your bills, and let that money also fund your music as well. Because like I said, I've seen the people that have been so depressed, and some of these people have hospitalized themselves for suicidal thoughts, and it's like, okay, that there's an issue. The answer is not OnlyFans. Yeah. The answer is somewhere else. It lies within yourself.
It does.
And it lies within your own self-worth. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not knocking anybody who's doing the OnlyFans. Do what you got to do. Right. But that's a last resort. Right. And some of y'all haven't even hit the first one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm done.
And I mean, just to kind of piggyback off of that, like he said, there's nothing wrong with doing an OnlyFans. It's actually kind of, scared at where we're going because I know a lot of people are out of work, and so it allows the mind to consider a lot of different options that you would not probably have considered, earlier on in the year before COVID was even a thing, and I understand that mentality and I respect that mentality. But at the same time, once that money starts coming in and now everybody's doing it, it's like I fear for where we're going as a society right now. And if it's that easy, because the other thing about OnlyFans, like,
you don't own that content?
Yeah, you don't own that content, and they're not checking for ages and stuff like that. It's just, it's so, these young kids find out that, that they can go on OnlyFans and make money, and, their parents may not know, and all kinds of, there's no restrictions on this thing, and it's frightening, actually, and it really makes me scared at where we're going as a society. And not to say that sex work is a bad job. You do what you do, how you do it, how you want to do it. But
there's a difference between sex work and it's a difference between sex work and playing yourself. And I hate to say it that strongly, but when you are signing up for a website that is paying you to post content exclusively, are you reading the terms and conditions? They own that content and can do whatever they want with it whenever they want. And maybe after you've had a change of heart, like, oh, I don't want my bits and pieces on the OnlyFans anymore. Yeah, that's cool, but it's still on the OnlyFans servers. And if they decide that they want to put something out, down the line, 10 years from now, your kids are going to see that. Your family's going to see it. You have to think about those decisions before you get into it. That's my thing.
Yeah, because I recently saw somebody tweet out that was like, my OnlyFans content is for my OnlyFans. Please do not, screenshot or share or screen save. This is exclusive for whatever, but you don't have any control over that content once that content hits the internet. And so just,
be careful.
Really think it out and be careful.
I've heard some people literally post just their feet on OnlyFans. Listen.
That is great. That's great.
I have cute ears, I've been told. So I'm going to do an ears OnlyFans. Where all I do is show pictures of my ears. I'll wear various earrings. I'll lotion my ear for you. Y'all won't know it's me.
Right.
Oh my God. What else has been going on? Like, I mean, it's really just been that. There's been like a cultural shift in just how we interact nowadays. And I know a lot of that is because of COVID and everything that's going on. But I think 2020 has really allowed everyone to kind of think differently about how they view the world and how they want to operate in it.
Yeah.
And I would just hope that everyone is being super careful.
Yeah.
Because we've been shown so many times this year that the powers that be don't care about us. They don't care about our well-being. They don't care about our health. They don't care about our money. They care about their money. They care about their health and their well-being. And they will sacrifice ours to get what they need. So when things come out that look attractive to us, why? Why do we need to be on TikTok? Why do we need to be on OnlyFans? Why do we have to always be seen and heard for whose consumption and who's really watching and getting the benefit of that, So I just got super deep. My God.
You did. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm in that mode.
Yeah, it's okay. Your soapbox is sitting here and it's strong. It's got A-Net and Kwame painted on it. And
yeah.
You're all right. What they saying in the comments?
What they saying? So Quran said that is true. 20 years from now, when you a grandma, your OnlyFans gonna listen. Because I'm gonna be looking like,
and it's still gonna be there.
Hey, auntie, this you?
Yikes! That is gross. That's
auntie,
gross.
this you?
I don't even.
You was on the OnlyFans, busting it down, like.
Yikes!
My God.
What else they saying?
Let's see. Everybody just
shout
laughing.
out to Quran.
Yes. There's just different content apparently. Yeah, I mean, OnlyFans was initially created just to give people exclusive content.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be porn, It's just that they never changed the guidelines.
Yeah.
So.
And they got associated with that real quick.
Exactly. I feel like they can do something on the side to pay bills and fund their passion. Exactly. I mean, that's what they're using OnlyFans for. But there's other options other than OnlyFans. Like, no shade. Go get a job. I hate to say that because I sound like my parents, but go get a job.
But the attraction is the faster money.
Yeah, it's faster money, but then it's like, I don't want to have to sell myself for that. Like, where's your dignity?
Because, I mean, on the other side of it, you think like, oh, okay, I can work from home. I can create my own hours. All I have to do is just put this content up. People subscribe monthly. I just, do whatever I got to do to promote it, and boom, and there you go. And it's like, it's an easy win-win. But at the same time, it's like, what else? What are you doing to yourself, on an emotional level and on a,
So we should do like a little Tired Tuesdays after dark.
I'm not going on OnlyFans. Fuck that.
Tired Tuesdays after dark on OnlyFans, where we gonna show you our ear. What you gonna show them?
I'm gonna show my big toe. How about
there
that?
we go. He's gonna show you.
And it's a sexy big toe. It's a sexy big toe. Okay.
Is it like?
It's a sexy big toe.
Is the nail manicured and cut?
What?
Okay, just
what?
want to make sure.
It is crispy. You hear me?
There's no corns in
No. It is
no
a
bunions.
sexy.
But some people
toe.
like that stuff too. They like the bunions.
This is also true. So maybe I don't want that one.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So yeah, we're almost out of time, you guys. But what do I want to say? Thank you for being with us.
Yes.
I think that this season 3 is going to be very interesting.
It is. I already feel it.
I can feel it in my spirit. Like I said, there's going to be some special guests coming through. We don't know who they are.
We don't. But they're coming.
But I will say that, like today we started early because, again, here we go with the algorithm. We go live. We're supposed to go live at 7 o'clock. We made the decision to go live a bit early because we want to make sure that we can invite people into the live.
Right.
Because at 7 o'clock, it doesn't actually tell y'all that we're live.
Right.
So
right.
We want you guys to be able to get the full experience with us. So we have to do it that way. So I would say going forward, make sure that you guys are following us. Make sure that you guys are turning your notifications on for us. We go live every Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
Word.
Just for an hour of your time. And just talk about everything that we go through, being, 2 young black men, artists in this industry and in this world. And I think you guys like it. So That's why we're back for season 3.
And we appreciate you again for tuning in and
Yes.
being ready to come on in here in the room. And we back. We back.
We is back. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah. And make sure you go and pre-order or pre-save Anat's album Kwame that comes
Do the
out this
pre-order.
Friday.
Let me tell you why you want to do the pre-order. Because number 1, I get paid for it.
Okay.
And number 2, we want to chart. Charting would be nice. It's not everything, but it would be cool.
There you go.
But yeah, pre-order, pre-save.
But the pre-saves get you on the Spotify playlist.
Yes, that is also true. I forgot about that. Yes.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, Kwame comes out on Friday. If you haven't checked out the visual that I did for it, shout out to Parlay from One Eye Photography.
Word.
We did a short little trailer for the album that you can see on YouTube and also on my IGTV. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Mondo said he's coming to Tired Tuesday.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, you might be one of the special guests. You never know.
You never know.
Also, if you have not already done so, please go check out the Heat video from Lenny Harrow, which
Shout
is now
out again
on...
to Parlay from One Eye
Yes, shout out to Parlay
Photography.
again. But yes, it's on YouTube as well as on IGTV, so please go check that out.
Word.
Both of these projects are... they're both very, very near and dear to our hearts. They're both labors of love, and we just appreciate that you guys appreciate them.
Word.
So please watch them, listen to them, tell a friend, tell a family member. That's it. We got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Hey,
2 minutes left. Hey, 2 minutes left.
We got that 2 minutes.
I don't know why I just broke out into song.
Okay, that's fine.
But
I'm with it. I'll join in.
Yes. There's a lot of stuff going on too. Like we're not stopping here. Like he's got new music coming out. Bless God. After this project, I'm taking a break because I released 3 projects this year. No one asked for all that. So I'm taking a good break. But there's going to be some other things going on very soon outside of just Tired Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So you guys, please follow us on our own pages.
Word.
Why am I choking? Talk.
That ain't the 19, is it?
No.
It's not the 17 or the 18? Just all right, put your hands up.
Oh my
yes,
God.
so yeah. So we're gonna tune off. Thank you again for joining us on Tired Tuesday.
I don't need to die. I'm sorry.
Season.
I don't know
And
where that came from.
we got so much in store again. Yeah, so much in store. And that's it. So we good.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I promise I'm not sick.
Everybody.
Right.
Good night.
Right. Amen.
Truth is, I'm tired.